Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is January 13th, 2025, and today we continue the coverage of the Spanish Super Cup final. Also, Barcelona have reportedly identified a new possible replacement for Robert Lewandowski, and I'm going to tell you who it is. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and we're beginning this video with the continuing coverage of the Spanish Super Cup final after Barcelona humiliated Real Madrid 2-5 and as such clinching the Spanish Super Cup in Saudi Arabia. And after Barcelona's win, the president, Joan Laporta, had a pretty heartfelt message that he dedicated to the team through his Twitter account when he posted the following. Yesterday, we enjoyed a victory that is a reflection of the work, talent, and commitment of the players, the coach, and the technical staff. Visca el Barça, which of course is translated into long live Barca, but that doesn't sound too good. Visca el Barça is much better. So pretty cool message by Joan Laporta to the players, to the staff, to the coach, celebrating, of course, their hard work and their commitment, because after all, what happened yesterday was not a coincidence. It was not some random performance. This is, of course, a result of the hard work that Flick, his staff, and the players have been putting in since the preseason. And well, yesterday, all that hard work paid off as Barcelona clinched their first title of this season, and hopefully many more will follow. Now, by the way, speaking of that celebration of the Spanish Super Cup, since I did show you this picture a few moments ago, how cool was it, by the way, that Barcelona had Mark ter Stegen lift the trophy? You know, after all, he is the first captain of the team. Of course, he has been injured all season, but how cool was it that despite him being injured, despite him not participating with the team, that Barcelona, gave him the chance to, or get the opportunity to lift the trophy. I thought that was a pretty cool thing that happened, and I forgot to mention it in a post-match live analysis, but now I remember, so I just wanted to highlight it. I mean, it's a small thing, but it just goes to show that FC Barcelona is indeed más que un club. Now, continuing the coverage of the Spanish Super Cup, I do have good news, as if humiliating Real Madrid in a final is not good news, but there is more good news, believe it or not, because Coutinho is actually not injured. The Brazilian, who had a spectacular performance in the final, scoring 2 goals, providing an assist, and winning the MVP of the match, was of course subbed off at the 79th minute, and he was seen limping off. But it's now been confirmed that Coutinho is not injured, that simply he requested a substitution because he was cramping up pretty bad after the incredible performance that he gave us. So that's definitely good news, because don't forget, in 2 days we have another match in the Copa del Rey. We're gonna need all of our players ready and healthy, so it's good news that our captain will be healthy. Now, Rafinha, I said it in a post-match live analysis, and I'll say it again. Yesterday, he earned the love, the respect of every single Barcelona fans, not just because of his 2 goals, not just because of his assist, not just because he was the MVP of the match, but just the way he gave it all. He literally gave us his 100% and played until his legs could not any longer. As proof of this, because he started cramping up so much that he had to be subbed out. And this further shows, his statements that I'm going to show you in a little bit, further shows how Rafinha is a true captain and how he 100% plays for the team, for the crest, for the colors, not for himself. Because after yesterday's celebration, this is what Coutinho had to say. The MVP, the important thing is the collective titles. That's why I came to Barca. I'm quite happy to have been able to help the team secure the victory. Whether I play well or poorly is not the important thing. What matters to me is always giving my best to help Barcelona lift trophies. So spoken like a true captain Coutinho saying, I don't care about the MVP. I don't care how I perform individually. What's important is for me to do the best for the team. And what's important is for the team to win titles, not himself. And that's the difference between, I don't want to mention names, Mbappe. Between players who play for the crest, for the colors, for the jersey, for the love of the club versus players who play for the love of themselves and for their personal glory. Penaldo. But I'm not going to mention any names. Now, Rafinha, Coutinho, of course, he is forming right now. He's a member of the greatest Trident in the world right now. And I'm not just saying that. I'm actually going to tell you some numbers because right now Barcelona's Trident is miles ahead of Real Madrid's front three, whether you want to count it as Rodrigo, Mbappe, Vinicius, or Mbappe, Vinicius, Bellingham, whoever you want to count in those three. Barcelona's Trident is miles ahead. And let's look at the numbers. Now, the best way to compare two things is to compare their performances head-to-head. And when it comes head-to-head, well, Barcelona's Trident have 8 goals versus Real Madrid this season versus Madrid's 2. Mbappe 1 and Rodrigo 1. So again, 8 goals, Barcelona's Trident versus Real Madrid's 2. Now, if you look at all the entire performance over the season, it gets worse. Well, worse for Madrid, better for us. But these numbers get amplified because Barcelona's Trident have a total of 53 goals. You heard that correctly, 53 goals. 26 coming from Lewandowski, the old man that needs to be sold, according to some Barca fans. 19 from Coutinho. And 8 goals from Lamine Yamal versus Real Madrid's 38. So our Trident have 53, Real Madrid's 38. Now, thanks to our incredible Trident, our incredible team, and Hansi Flick, Barcelona have scored 83 goals in 26 matches. 83 goals in 26 matches. That's almost an average of 3 goals per match. And right now, Barcelona boasts the most potent attack ahead of even teams like Liverpool and Bayern Munich. And let's not forget, Lewandowski, top scorer of La Liga. Second, Rafinha. Lewandowski, top goal scorer of the Champions League. Second place, Coutinho. So we definitely have the best Trident in the world. I don't say it. The numbers say it. The proof is in the pudding. And to think that in the summer they told us that Mbappe was coming and it was going to be over. That's it. Real Madrid were going to win La Liga in August. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, ladies and gentlemen. Now, our Trident was not the only good performance out of the Spanish Super Cup. We do have to talk about another MVP. If there were 2 MVPs, you would also have to give it to this guy. But Marc Casado, who's been absolutely spectacular that entire season. And, well, yesterday was no different because his numbers are absolutely astonishing. Now, Marc Casado is the player who attempted the most passes out of the entire 22 players that were on the field with an accuracy of 91%. He attempted the most passes and he still had an accuracy of 91%. That's pretty amazing because, look, if I attempt two passes and I make both of them, it's 100% pass accuracy. But guess what? I only made 2 passes. So is that really impressive? No. In this case, it's incredibly impressive because Marc Casado attempted the most passes and despite that had a 91% accuracy. And he also delivered the highest number of balls into the final third with all 13 of those passes making it to their target. So 100% accuracy when it comes to delivering balls to the final third. And that's not it. Because, of course, Marc Casado provided that incredible assist to Coutinho. And with that, he brings his number to 6 assists. And he, so far this season, he has assisted against teams like Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Monaco in the Champions League, which shows, he doesn't just perform against small clubs. He performs against anyone. And defensively speaking, yesterday in the Spanish Super Cup, he had the highest number of interceptions out of both teams with a total of 6. So amazing performance by Marc Casado as it has been every single match since the beginning of the season. And what a blessing he has been for this team. Anyways, let's move away from the Spanish Super Cup coverage and talk about a new striker that Barcelona are now considering as possible replacement for Robert Lewandowski. Now, as you know, Barcelona are currently monitoring the market to see who they can replace Robert Lewandowski with, who's not getting any younger. And of course, we've heard names like, Erling Haaland, which is impossible, Gyökeres, which also seems impossible, Alexander Isaac, which also seems impossible. But now there is a new name, and it's no other than Benjamin Sesko, the 21-year-old Slovenian center forward who currently plays for RB Leipzig, who's been one of the top performers in the Bundesliga, scoring 12 goals so far this season. And he's someone who has, physical presence at the top, has plenty of pace, and he's also a prolific goal scorer. And he has been catching the attention of many European clubs, including FC Barcelona, who have now added his name to the list of possible replacements for the Polish striker in the future. Now, what's the catch? The catch is that Sesko does have a contract with RB Leipzig until 2029. We know Leipzig are very tough negotiators, so this one's not going to be cheap whatsoever. But that's the news. Sesko being added to the list of possible replacement. Of course, as always, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Do you think this will be a good replacement? Yes, no? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now, let's end this video with some, I don't want to say positive news, but let's say a boost for Barcelona, because as you know, Barcelona are set to play Real Betis in Copa del Rey round of 16 on Wednesday in 2 days, and it's been confirmed that Lo Celso has suffered an adductor injury. He missed training today on Monday, so he won't be able to travel with his teammates to Barcelona to play against Barcelona in la Copa del Rey. And of course, this is a boost for Barcelona because Lo Celso is the maximum creative output for Real Betis, especially in the final third. And not to mention that he is the top scorer of Real Betis with 7 goals. So he's a very key figure for the Sevillan team. And they won't be able to count on him. So that's definitely a boost for Barcelona. Again, not good news because I don't like to celebrate injuries of other players. In fact, I wish Lo Celso a speedy recovery after Wednesday. So Thursday, hopefully you're 100% recovered, Lo Celso. But anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did do the live podcast earlier today. If you haven't seen it yet, check it. Make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, peace, Barca.